Instantaneous magic is going to be more readily available from now until basically all the way through eclipse season. Let's break it down. Venus is about to move into Cancer July 31st. Jupiter, already in Cancer, both going to be ruled by the moon because they're in Cancer. Now, Venus will not be in Cancer for the upcoming eclipse cycle. However, it will be in Cancer for the new moon that is in Virgo at the end of August, ruling over the moon cycle where the full moon and eclipse in Pisces will be. And then there's another new moon in Virgo, which is the eclipse after that, later in September. Instantaneous magic. What does that really mean? Sometimes when we work with the moon, we really have to let things cycle. Sometimes it takes half a year, sometimes it takes a couple months, sometimes it takes several cycles, sometimes it takes several years. It just kind of depends on what you've been doing and how you've been brewing and what the moon has in store for you, which is kind of different depending on who you are and what your brew is. Also true. So the instantaneous part of it kind of comes up in a couple different ways. One of them being, how has your luck been changing over the previous couple of months since Jupiter has entered Cancer? Have you noticed that your luck has turned in a different direction? Have you noticed how things are different within how maybe the world is reacting to you or the chapter or the story that you might be in? There's a lot of different ways to look at luck. I personally find it neutral. The bad stuff usually turns to good stuff. The good stuff sometimes has lessons of bad stuff in it too, so you know what the neutrality of it depends on how you sit with it. What's the story of it? You get to kind of pick and choose. With Cancer, it's a lot of emotions, you know, the emotional luck of things. Hopefully things have been emotionally lucky for you as well. That's true. The other part of this with Venus and Cancer, Venus is the receptor, it's the receiver. There must be something given for there to be a reception. There must be something received before things can be given. It can go kind of in either direction. If I receive nothing, then I will give nothing. If I give something and I receive nothing, okay, well, that's the end of that. Venus. Love you, Venus. And Jupiter, also, the other thing we have to remember about Jupiter, it rules Sagittarius, which is the archer. Let me take this shot. It's the shot that I've got. Do you feel like now is the time? Do you feel like you have a shot? Is it something you've been preparing for and now you are ready to receive? Don't leave it behind, okay? Be kind to yourself, be patient with yourself, and practice. And practice. That instantaneous form of magic, at least for someone who is Scorpio and Saturn ruled, is not always available, okay? Sometimes, at least again on a personal level, sometimes I've got to go through the underworld or I have to take time and learn the lesson. But this season, from now until through eclipse season, we have the ability to have more instantaneous forms of magic more readily available to us. You want to take a shot, you want to hit the target, you want to do it now, it's a good time for that. I also want to note too, because Venus is not going to be in Cancer for that eclipse season, but it will be in Cancer for the new moon in Virgo at the end of August, which will set up eclipse season. That new moon is the 23rd of August in Virgo. If you sow the seeds of those now, those shots, that's what that was, the shots, okay, if you sow the seeds of those shots now, while both Venus and Jupiter are in Cancer, Venus enters Leo on August 25th, so before then, if you're setting yourself up for success, shooting at the targets, you're taking your shot and you're doing it a lot, I have things I need to do and now I can see it, so I will brew. It's time. Then come eclipse season, things are going to turn. It's going to turn and it's going to be a big turn. This eclipse season, if you've seen my other videos, you've heard me talk about it. I'm going to talk about it again. This eclipse season, we have both the Pisces and the Virgo eclipses from the Pisces and the Virgo axis. And it is the only eclipse season where we have both Pisces and Virgo eclipses while we are on that axis. Every other eclipse season, the previous ones and the upcoming ones are going to be influenced by other lunar node axes such as Aquarius and Leo, or the previous one with Libra and Aries. This is the only one where we have only Pisces and Virgo. So it's going to be a really firm turn. I'm very much looking forward to. It could also be considered one of the most dramatic eclipses for a couple years, about a year and a half. So there's that to it too. At least in terms of astrology, it will be dramatic. Okay, I'm going to air quote that. Because it is such a firm and final turn that's up and coming in this eclipse season, the fact that we have Venus and Jupiter in Cancer before then should not be overlooked, okay? Should not be overlooked. I'm pretty much always really big on preparation for the eclipses and the eclipse season. What direction am I going in? How am I going to get there? What's that really look like? Questions, right? Let me set myself up for success. And this one, I will definitely be making sure that I am really on it. Because the thing about Jupiter is that if you interact with that energy and you really like hit a lucky strike, normally it's far luckier than you thought it was going to be. And I mean like beyond comprehension, something that maybe you didn't think was going to happen. Beyond comprehension, couldn't have thought about that, didn't think to ask for it, and now because I have interacted with the moon stuff, Cancer, on a personal level, it could be the moon in your chart, could be the 4th house, and any Cancer placements. That's going to be what to look at, and the house that Cancer is in. You interact with that. Don't let it fall flat, okay? Interact with that. It's time. Venus is in Cancer too, giving us the opportunity to make a shot and have kind of an immediate receiving from it. I am about that. Yes, please. Thank you. Who said what now? I would like that. Who said who now? I will receive. Who said where now? That's where I want to go. Let me leave. Yeah. On to the next. It's time. So this is a season to take your shot, okay? Taking your shot now before you get to eclipse season will make eclipse season go a lot smoother instead of trying to do both at the same time. Venus and Jupiter right now are healthily aligned for us to receive right on time. And if you take the shot now, because it is eclipse season coming up, you could take the shot now, and then even after Venus moves out of Cancer, because it's already in motion, that could be something that comes to return in eclipse season because you set it up when Jupiter and Venus were together in Cancer. It's, like I said, it's lucky. It's a lucky time. So gratitude, rivers of love to you. Enjoy the luck going into the brew, okay? Imbue what you need to, do what you need to, keep up the practices you need to, and I sure will too. You know, before eclipse season is kind of one of my favorite time. The moon cycle, before we get to the eclipse moon cycles, right? Yeah, it's one of my favorite times. Let me prepare. So that's where I'll be. I'll talk to you soon. Also true.